Tonight, we're talking about the support of the proposed development of the Nelson Ledges race course down over here on 305. And one of the things that they would like to explore, would like to talk to you tonight about, is the utilization of a property tax abatement through the community revitalization area. Reinvestment, thank you. That's why I brought it dialogue here to keep me straight. But what we're looking at here is a potential property tax abatement program. We're looking at two options. One would be to amend the existing CRA, which you have in place. It's actually been in place here since 1984. It encompasses the area that I guess used to be what was known as the Turkey Farm.
Well, it encompasses that in the whole block.
The whole block.
Brochus, Sealy, Adams, and 88.
Right.
Yeah.
And what they're basically, with the existing, we're going to suggest one option would be to amend that legislation. The County Board of Commissioners would have to make that amendment. We would ask the trustees to propose and send a letter asking for that type of amendment to expand the area, to include the race course and any other area that you would wish to include as well into it. This proposal, just to let you guys know what you guys did back in 1984, currently, if someone were to be looking to remodel an existing house, existing residential structure, they could be granted a 5-year abatement under this proposal. If they were looking to remodel an existing dwelling that has more than 2 units or commercial industrial property, just expanding them, that would again be a 5-year abatement on all taxes. If they wish to build a new building, that would be a 7-year abatement. Again, all taxes, all property taxes. The way this is currently structured is that, again, the township would request that the Board of Commissioners to make the amendment. The Board of Commissioners would then follow through and make the amendment based on the trustee's recommendation. And then they would file it up with the state. Projects could proceed almost right away after the county had given approval, and then they would come back to apply for the property tax abatement after they completed their project. The second method would be to create a brand new CRA. This would be following the current law, which was amended after 1994, and what it would entail is that first off we have to do basically a review of the area as part of an application. We'd have to go out and find structures that were in disrepair that needed fixing up, and then put together an application that would be then submitted to the County Board of Commissioners for their approval, again with recommendations from the township. Then submitted to the state for its approval, and then once we got the state's approval, then we would be operating under the new law, which would be to give the township leeway up to property tax exemptions up to 100%. It would be negotiated between the property owner and the township, then approved by the County Board of Commissioners. Residential remodeling could be up to 10 years. As specified, the legislation that creates the CRA for residential remodeling of multi-unit homes, more than 2 units in it, maybe up to 12 years. Residential new construction up to 15 years. Commercial and industrial remodeling up to 12 years. And new commercial industrial and construction up to 15 years. The other thing too with regards to this bit of legislation is after we go through the process, which we figure could take 4 to 6 months, then people who are applying for this would have to apply before they did anything. They would have to apply, again, through the township back, actually then up to the County Board of Commissioners for their approval before they could proceed with the project. Those are the two options with regards to the CRA. Any questions from the Board of Trustees?
Isn't it counterintuitive to have a body, our Board of Directors, pass a tax abatement when one of our biggest income is taxes? Isn't that counterintuitive?
It is in some way, but again, if you want to try and promote people to do something.
Well, you have to understand also the demographics of Nelson Township.
Sure.
It's made up of 3 different groups. It's a bed and breakfast. It's a declining farm community, and it's an Amish community.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a sense from living here, I'm not sure that people are in favor of a lot of new construction and things like that. So and the other comment I made is, I have a piece of paper in front of me from 1984.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I have, and you've read some information, but I don't have a proposal in front of me that I can make a recommendation.
Well, the 1984 is the amendment. The question would be then how big of a territory you would like to include into the proposed amended CRA. And do we have extra copies of the new legislation? Okay. This is the new legislation.
Okay.
Anybody else? I got 3 answers. Can you get one over there? In here?
That's what we're around here.
Okay, and here we go. Sorry, if you're interested, I got business cards. We can give you a call and we can send them up to you.
We'll make copies.
Okay, thank you.
We'll make copies and have them available to the citizens.
I have a question. The tax abatement, you said it was no taxes, and that includes
No
school?
property.
No
Yeah.
property taxes.
Right.
That includes the school, county, state, ambulance,
No.
fire?
No, there's
What?
only the property tax. The only taxes I believe that are levied, of course, are the school district, the vocational school, the county, and the township. Are there any other
No.
property
EMS?
taxes? Yes.
Fire?
Okay, fire. Okay.
district.
All right.
Libraries on there? Fairhaven, we have DD, mental retardation.
Right.
Keep going.
Keep going.
I mean, we
They're
have a
all
lot,
being made, correct?
we have a lot of taxes we pay as citizens.
Sure.
I mean, I think you're asking a lot.
Again, this is just something to promote new development in the area. Once that new development, if you, for instance, we use the existing CRA, if they build a new building, after 7 years, you have new taxes that you didn't have 7 years prior. Yes?
Can I ask, who requested you to come with this tax abatement business?
We're working with the Rosses in the development.
Are they property owners currently in Nelson Township?
No, but I believe that they have an option on a piece of property that they're.
Well, a lot of people have options. Do they pay taxes to Nelson Township currently?
Brian?
Yeah, I just wrote a check.
You don't, you paid what?
I just wrote a check last week,
Because you're the property owner?
property owner.
You own the property currently?
We will.
No, not we will. Do you own, today, right now, do you own the property? No is your answer,
They don't
right?
own the property, Mr. Dorn, but I believe Ross Development is going to pay the taxes.
Well, somebody got to pay the taxes or the county could take the property, so.
They are paying the taxes, he just said that.
Well, that's fine if he paid the taxes, but my question is, you're coming to our township asking us to give you a tax abatement at the request of somebody that's not even a resident, and to give them a tax break when this township is suffering because we don't have enough tax money to barely operate the township as it is.
Very good. But another thing too that we need to know is that he would continue to collect the taxes that are already being levied on the property.
Well, if, like I
There would
said,
be no loss of taxes, there could be future tax gain.
but why are you wanting a tax abatement for the whole township or for up there by the turkey farm or individual houses, residential areas? We as residents, we're not coming here asking for that. And you're not even a resident here, and you're coming here asking for us to give you a tax break before you buy the property. That's
He's
ridiculous.
representing the county. He's not employed by anyone else. He's
Well, the man, you just said he's representing this man in the back.
He's working with them in the back.
Working
He's a
together.
representative
Well,
of the
when-
county board.
My suggestion would be, and this is only my suggestion,
Certainly.
when this man buys the property, you come back and then we start talking. Because right now, he doesn't own property here. He wants us to give him a tax break before he buys it. I think that's unheard
Or a
of.
tax payment on the improvement to the property that he
Well,
wants to build in the future.
You know what? From what I understand is we have a problem with the tires over there that need to be removed. I think before we start talking about tax abatements for whoever buys the racetrack, we talk about whoever buys the racetrack, number one, removing the tires. First of all, to show Nelson Township that they're going to be a good neighbor. We have had other people walk into this township with big ideas, and we all know what happened. We ended up in a jackpot with a stinky mess.
Yes, sir.
And if we don't look at this deep, we're looking, we don't know. Be a good neighbor, show you're a good faith, get rid of the tires right off the bat, and then we'll talk. But I think first of all, you need to buy the property. I think this meeting should be carried on with resident problems.